Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to take a look at one of the most important things that is used to display information, and that is text content. The text content is very important as it is one of the most or I should say it is the simplest and the most used visual element in an application or a website or any other software through to which a user interacts. Ionic provides us with a handful of UI components that we can use to deal with text and put them inside of an Ionic application. So let's have a look at some of them. One of the UI components is Ion label. In the last video we took a look at Ion label when placed inside Ion item. Now let's look deeper into Ion labels. So let's go to Ion labels. Here it is. We have all provided inside Ionic documentation, so we don't have to go anywhere to look for it. This is the best place. And let me just remove our example from the last video, and our application has refreshed and it is taking some time. Let it refresh, it's okay. Till that time let's read it out. Label is a wrapper element that can be used in combination with Ion item, Ion input, Ion toggle and more. The position of the label inside of an item can be inline, fixed, stacked or floating. Okay, in the usage we can see that Ion label can be used without even Ion item. So let's use it, Ion label, and this is our label. Let's see the effect, and it is taking some time to refresh. And let me just see what happened to our terminal. Is it not there is some problem, so let me kill the process and run the command Ionic serve once again until it is refreshing. Let's look at the documentation once more. There are some colors that are being set on Ion label. In the next example we'll try them out as well. And so our app is starting, and here is our Ionic label, Control Shift M, and here is our mobile layout. So this is a label that we have put directly inside an Ion label, no Ion item here, and it is a normal label, so it's okay. And let's give some colors to it. Colors, danger, and danger is red, we all know that, and that's red. We can give color in this way. And then we have label inside an Ion item. So let's put this label inside Ion item, and we know that it will give some default padding to the label. And we have got some default padding. If we move forward, so for a longer text, let me just copy this line and paste it here twice so that we can have a relatively longer text. Let's see what happens now. And the label will be truncated, or an ellipsis will be shown if it doesn't fit the Ion item. And to change that, we did a thing in the last video, and that was give it a class of Ion text and wrap. So wrapping it would split the line into 4 rows, in 4 lines not rows. Rows is for grid system, but not here. So it is in the whole text will be wrapped in 4 lines. And one more thing that I always used to do in that, and that is Ion text justify. It looks good. Looks good when things are done systematically. So it is Ion text wrap and Ion text justify. And let's see what else we can do with Ion label. Okay, here we are using Ion label in conjunction with an Ion input, So let's do one thing, make one more iron item here. Guys, make a habit of writing the code by yourself and not copying and pasting it. It gives us a good practice, because believe it or not, copying and pasting is not a good habit. Default label and having bad indentation is also not a good thing. So iron in this and iron input is here. Let's see what are the changes. See, here it is, default label, and it is an input, iron input, and let me give it a type of text or number so that you can see the effect. So here we can write something, and can we write something? Okay, we can write this as well. So this is the default label that is put here along with this iron input. So it is fixed, and if we go down, there are the iron label is given different positions, and I want to just show you what are the different positions that can be given to an iron label, that is fixed, floating, stacked and undefined. So let's try them one by one. If I give a position of fixed, before saving this, let's go to our application and see what happens when we save them. Okay, if we don't give anything, if we don't give the position as fixed, the default label, I don't like this label actually, default label, let it be. So the default label is fully visible, and if I give it a position of fixed, it just gives us 3 ellipses. Okay, if you want something like this, we can use iron label position fixed, and by default it is actually position fixed. The second one is floating. I think floating will be somewhat more interesting. Floating. So default label is here, and if I click here, it will just float above the input element. It's a good effect, animation, something like that. And if it just floats on the top, that is what it says in stacked. And what if it is stacked? If I give it a value of stacked, it will be permanently on the topmost side. And okay, while we give it a value of floating, it was by default inside the input element. See, it was inside the input element. When I put my cursor here, it floats to the top, and if I give it a position of stacked, it just goes to the top, and that floating effect is lost. So actually this position stacked, okay, I think you got the description. It's quite clear. And the third is undefined. It's okay. So there are 3 positions that we can set on an iron label, that is fixed, floating and stacked, and that is it for iron label. It is a limited description element, and we can use it inside an iron item to display small information with an iron input or with an iron toggle and some more elements. So this marks the end of iron label, but I want to take you to some more tags that are used to display text, because what happens when you are writing a code, you are designing a UI, there are many UI components that seem similar in nature, but when you go through them, you will feel the difference. As you can see, iron label, it is used to put text inside it. Now there are some more tags such as iron text. So let's go to iron text. If we just see iron text, so you may all even confuse yourself with iron text and iron label, but at this time, when there are 2 or more elements that give you the same thing, you need to be more need to have more observation. Just read the ionic documentation, you will get a clear picture. I was also confused, but when I looked at the ion text description, everything was crystal clear to me. See, the text component is a simple component that can be used to style the text color of an element. It is very clearly written that ion text is used to style the text color of an element. That is it. So, if you are using any text inside an ionic application and you want to give it a different color than that provided by default by ionic, you should use ion text. Let me show you. So just imagine if you have used an H4 tag. Here I also want to show you that we can use simple HTML elements inside an ionic application. So this is what is the color of H4? It's simple black. Now if I want to color this H4 element, what should I do? I should wrap it inside ion text. Let me just indent it. It's a good practice, and put H4 inside it and give a color of danger. And here is the changed color of the H4 element. So whenever we want to change the color of text inside an ionic application, we should use ion text tag and not ion label, because ion label is used for a different purpose, ion text is used for a different purpose. Before ionic 5 there was ionic 4 and ionic 3. So I just want to give you a short history of ion text. Previously it was used in such a manner. This was the syntax used previously by ionic to color a text. Now in ionic 5 this syntax, now ion text is used not as an attribute, but it has been given an element form. So this is just, so why I wanted to show you, because I have seen in many ionic applications that people use ion text instead of ion labels, and so just remember this thing, that ion text is used to color the components that are wrapped inside it, and text component to be general. So don't use ion text instead of ion labels. So use ion text only when you want to color some text, and ion label for other things. Now there are many more UI components for text. If we can just go to ionic documentation. Now there are I would like you to come with me on to ion card. If you see ion card, now this is an ion card. I will just maximize the screen. See, this is an ion card, and you can see there is something written here, destination, then medicine, and founded in something. So there is some text content here as well. But here if you want to write some content inside an ion card, ion card has some child UI components with it, such as ion card header, ion card subtitle, ion card title, and ion card content to write the text inside it. Now here we are not going to use ion label or ion text. Ion text is again only for coloring the content. So if you want to write something inside an ion card, we must use these little UI components and not ion label or ion text. If you are placing an ion input inside an ion card, okay, again then we have to use ion input here, ion label here, sorry. If you want to color this small part, we can use ion text. But if you are using anything other than an ion input, or if you don't want to color anything, then these are the elements that you must be using to write content inside an ion card. Now this is just about ion card. We also did a video on ion toolbar, if you remember from our past videos. So ion toolbar 2 has some child components where you can write the text. These child components are just generally ion title. Ion title is used to write the text content. So what my point is, we should have a clear understanding with ourselves when to use what component to display text. If you are using an ion input, the text must be written inside ion label. If you are using ion toggle, again we should use ion label. If we are using something inside an ion item, we must use ion label. If we want to color some text, we must use ion text. If we want to display something inside an ion card, we must use the child UI components provided with ion card. If we want to write something of an ion header or a toolbar, we must use ion title. So whenever you are writing some text, please refer to the ionic documentation, and it will give you all the descriptions in a very simple manner. Being said that, let us just complete this video, conclude this video, and see you all in the next video, where we are going to discuss about images. Thanks.